Hello and welcome. I'm your host, Salvatore Bruno. Join me in discovering the mindset into fitness, nutrition and wellness, where I'll be answering your questions, interviewing the top names and leaders in the game, and of course, I'll be getting their stories on how they get motivated to become the best. You'll find it right here on Bruno Talks. Today we're going to be discussing the post that I did this morning, and the only reason that I want to discuss it is purely because I've had a few questions and a few messages that came throughout the day, and I would just like to discuss it a little bit more openly. So my post this morning was essentially saying that your mind is your strongest muscle, but also can be your worst enemy. And then I had a message that came through this afternoon saying, but how are you so positive and manage to stay so positive all the time? And I had to reply fairly quickly because, I just said to him, that's not the case. People do see me with a big smile on my face, happy, always kind of positive. But the simple fact is, I'm not. I'm the same as everyone else that's out there. I'm just a normal human being that has my good days and my bad days. The difference is that I actually try to come across more positive because that's what I enjoy. I like to have fun. So I will try to leave my negativity, either eliminate it altogether or leave it at home. Got into a little bit of a conversation today about it. And what we did is we just discussed it, talked a little bit about how I deal with it. And then I thought, do you know what? I really wanted to be, especially with these podcasts, as transparent as possible. So I thought, well, why not come on here and explain what I essentially do to eliminate my negativity? There's lots of different ways that you can deal with your negativity. So for example, with me, it's the simple fact that I don't like to go to bed negative. So I will try to eliminate that negative by doing something that is related to a little bit more positive in my mind. So that may be a bit of humour, a bit of comedy, just making an arse of myself, just generally trying to ease up the mood a little bit, just trying to make it a little bit more positive around my surroundings, a bit of music, essentially. Everyone's different on this, so you may find that this may not work for you. But I always try to eliminate before I go to bed. I don't like going to bed in a negative state. And essentially that's what I do call it. I call it a negative state. Because what happens is people go to bed negative. They then wake up negative. And then you just take in one day that rolls into another day. And then before you know it, you spend your whole week being negative. And once you allow this to carry on for as long as that, it's very hard to then flick it over to become very positive. So what I like to do is like to try and get up in the morning and be as positive as possible. Now, I may not necessarily be in the best mood, but I will try to be as positive. And that's why I always find that putting a big smile on my face normally means that the people around me will smile back, which automatically means that you're now surrounding yourself with positivity. It's very hard to be the negative person in a room when you're surrounded by hundreds of people that are cheering, having fun. So all I wanted to say was that there's a lot of people that are negative out there. I'm also a negative person. I have a lot going on at the moment, so I'm very busy, which gives me a lot of stress. And that also will give me days that I'm not as happy because I'm focusing on lots of bits and pieces and it will get me down. But the majority of my life, I am positive. And that's what I try to do. I try to aim, and being positive is actually one of my goals. It's actually on my list to stay positive, to be positive, and to be positive for the people around me. And that is what I try to do. I will continue to try to do. And I find it works. So if you do find that you are negative and you can't get out of a rut, then feel free, send me a message. I'll be quite happy to help you. It's also finding that release. You need to be able to find that release out of that negativity. Everyone is different. So I'm not going to sit here and say to you that I've got the answer for you, because if you did come to me and ask me, I would give you loads of different examples of what may help you. But go out there and find what your release is. Your release may be a walk in the park. It may be watching TV for a little bit, computers. It may be just a general conversation with your partner. It might be a little drink here and there. It may be going down the gym and having a massive session. Whatever your release may be. I know for a fact that the reason why people do meditation is for the simple reason being is they can release all the negativity from their day, and this will allow them to go to bed or wake up in a positive state. This isn't about giving you the answers. Today was purely just so you understand that if you are one of these people that struggle with negativity and all you see is people out there with big smiles on their faces and always happy, it doesn't necessarily mean that they are always happy. They had a super bad day yesterday. They were super negative, but they decided that this morning they were going to wake up and make today better. There is no reason why negativity has to come with you when you join in the morning. Go to bed, let your negativity sleep, and when you wake, leave it behind. Enjoy the future, see what's in front of you, and enjoy the positive things that are around you. If you open your eyes and look around, you will see it. And I always say to people, if you smile at the world will smile back. So that's my little message to you today. I hope you liked it. Until next time, thank you for listening, and I'll speak to you very soon.